My dear friend, you've arrived here tonight not by accident, but by invitation. An invitation from your own soul, calling you home to yourself. I'm Dr. Bruce Lipton, and for decades I've studied the magnificent bridge between science and spirit, between what we believe and what our bodies become. Tonight we embark on something profound together. You see, your subconscious mind never sleeps. While your conscious mind rests, your deeper intelligence continues to listen, to learn, to rewire itself according to the signals you give it. This is not mysticism. This is biology. This is the science of transformation. Perhaps you've come here carrying weight. The weight of old patterns, old beliefs, old stories about who you are and what's possible for you. Maybe you've tried everything. Affirmations that felt empty, visualizations that seemed forced, promises from teachers who spoke of miracles but left you feeling more lost than before. I want you to know something. You are not broken. You have never been broken. You are a biological system designed for growth, for healing, for continuous renewal. Every cell in your body is listening to your thoughts, responding to your emotions, reshaping itself according to the story you tell about your life. Tonight, we're going to tell a new story. Not with force, not with struggle, but with the gentle authority of truth itself. We're going to speak directly to the part of you that knows how to heal, how to create, how to attract the life that's been waiting for you. The ancient masters understood what quantum physics now confirms. Consciousness creates reality. Your thoughts are not mere electrical impulses. They are creative forces that shape your biology, your energy field, your very experience of being alive. When you change your internal state, you change your external world. This is not philosophy. This is physics. But here's what most people miss. Transformation happens not in the trying, but in the being. Not in the effort, but in the surrender. Tonight, as your body prepares for rest, as your nervous system naturally shifts into its receptive state, we're going to plant seeds of transformation so profound that your entire energy signature will begin to shift. Your subconscious mind is like fertile soil. During sleep, during this sacred time of restoration, it accepts new programs with remarkable ease. The thoughts you think as you drift into sleep become the foundation upon which tomorrow's reality is built. This is why the ancients spoke of dreams as prophecy, why indigenous cultures honored the wisdom that comes in the space between waking and sleeping. What I'm about to share with you is not a technique, it's a remembering, a return to your natural state of wholeness, of abundance, of peace. Your cells already know how to create health. Your energy field already knows how to attract harmony. Your heart already knows how to magnetize love. We're simply going to remove the interference. We're going to quiet the old programming that says you're limited, that says transformation is hard, that says you must struggle to grow. Tonight, we choose a different path, the path of grace. As we begin this journey together, I want you to feel the presence of something greater than yourself. Call it the universe, call it source, call it the field of infinite possibility. Feel it surrounding you, supporting you, celebrating your willingness to step into a new version of yourself. Your energy is already beginning to shift. Can you feel it? That subtle sense of rightness, of coming home to yourself. This is your natural state. This is who you truly are beneath all the conditioning, all the fear, all the stories that have kept you small. Tonight, we reclaim your power. Tonight, we remember your truth. Tonight, your energy field begins to vibrate at the frequency of your highest potential. And tomorrow, the world will respond to this new you with opportunities, synchronicities, and blessings you couldn't have imagined from your old state of being. Take a deep breath with me now. Feel the air filling your lungs, nourishing every cell. As you exhale, release any need to understand how this works. Simply trust the process. Trust your body's innate wisdom. Trust the intelligence that beats your heart and grows your hair and heals your wounds without any conscious effort from you. This same intelligence is about to transform your entire life experience. And it begins tonight with these words, with this willingness, with this sacred time of rest and renewal. Let me share with you a truth that will change everything. Your heart is not just a pump. Your heart is the most powerful electromagnetic generator in your body, creating an energy field that extends 8 feet in all directions around you. This field carries information. Information about your beliefs, your emotions, your deepest state of being. When you enter heart coherence, when your heart rhythm becomes smooth and ordered, something magnificent happens. Your brain waves synchronize with your heart rhythm. Your nervous system shifts into a state of deep harmony, and your energy field, this invisible but very real electromagnetic signature, begins to broadcast a new signal to the quantum field around you. This is how you become magnetic to new experiences, not through desperate wanting, not through forcing outcomes, but through achieving coherence between your heart and your mind. When these two centers of intelligence work together, you become a walking prayer, a living invitation for miracles to unfold. The research is clear. People in heart coherence produce 40 times more powerful electromagnetic fields than those trapped in stress, anxiety, or incoherence. 40 times more powerful. This means your capacity to influence your reality increases exponentially when you learn to live from your heart center. But what does this mean practically? It means that tonight, as we bring your heart into coherence, as we align your thoughts with your deepest truth, you're not just changing your inner experience, you're changing the very fabric of reality around you. You're sending out a new signal, a new request to the universe about what you're ready to receive. Your heart knows things your mind has forgotten. It remembers your original blueprint, the version of you that came into this world whole, unlimited, filled with possibility. This blueprint still exists within you. It has never been damaged, never been diminished. It has simply been covered over by years of conditioning, years of being told what's possible and what's not. Tonight, we're going to remove those layers. We're going to return to your heart's original knowing. And from that place of remembering, we're going to speak new instructions to your subconscious mind. Think of your subconscious as the most faithful servant you've ever had. It never questions your instructions. It never argues with your beliefs. Whatever you tell it is true. It accepts as absolute fact and begins immediately to create evidence to support that truth. This is why people who believe they're unlucky keep having unlucky experiences. This is why people who believe in their limitations keep finding proof of those limitations everywhere they look. But here's the beautiful flip side. When you give your subconscious new instructions, when you speak to it from a place of coherence and truth, it begins immediately to reorganize your entire life experience to match these new beliefs. It starts attracting people, circumstances, and opportunities that align with your new self-concept. Your subconscious doesn't know the difference between what you're vividly imagining and what you're actually experiencing. To your subconscious, a clearly imagined experience is as real as a physical one. This is why visualization works. This is why the words you speak to yourself matter so profoundly. As we move deeper into tonight's journey, I want you to understand that you're not just listening to words. You're participating in a biological transformation. Your cells are literally restructuring themselves according to the new information you're receiving. Your neural pathways are rewiring. Your energy field is recalibrating. The Buddha spoke of this when he said, "All that we are is the result of what we have thought." Jesus demonstrated this when he said, "As you believe, so it is done unto you." Quantum physics confirms this when it shows us that the observer affects the observed, that consciousness itself is the primary creative force in the universe. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are not at the mercy of your genetics. You are not limited by your past. You are a conscious creator, a divine being having a human experience. And tonight you're remembering how to use your creative power with intention and grace. Feel your heart now. Place your hand there if it feels right. Feel the steady, faithful rhythm that has sustained you through every moment of your life. This heart has never stopped believing in you. Even when your mind was filled with doubt, even when you felt lost or broken, your heart continued to beat its rhythm of hope, its rhythm of possibility. Your heart is your connection to the infinite field of potential. It's your direct line to source energy, to the creative force that spoke galaxies into existence and continues to create new realities in every moment. When you align with your heart's intelligence, you align with the same power that moves the stars and changes the seasons. Tonight, we're not trying to fix anything because nothing in you is broken. We're not trying to force anything because the universe responds to invitation, not demand. We're simply returning to what has always been true. You are worthy of love. You are capable of transformation. You are designed for joy. Your energy is already shifting. Your vibration is already rising. Your electromagnetic field is already broadcasting a new signal. Tomorrow, the world will begin to respond to this new you. But for now, simply rest in this knowing. Simply allow your heart to remember its own magnificence. As your body prepares for sleep, you enter the most receptive state possible for transformation. Sleep is not unconsciousness. It's a different kind of consciousness. A state where the barriers between your individual awareness and the infinite field of possibility become permeable. During sleep, your brain produces delta waves, the slowest and most powerful brain frequencies. These are the same frequencies present during deep meditation, during profound healing, during moments of spiritual awakening. In this delta state, your mind becomes like a vast open sky, ready to receive new programs, new possibilities, new ways of being. This is why shamans and mystics throughout history have honored the dream state as sacred. This is why the ancients spoke of receiving visions and guidance during sleep. They understood what neuroscience now confirms. The sleeping mind is not inactive. It's actively reorganizing, integrating, and creating new neural pathways based on the last thoughts you think before drifting off. Tonight, instead of falling asleep to worry, to replay the day's problems, to rehearse tomorrow's fears, you're going to fall asleep to truth. You're going to let the last conscious thoughts in your mind be thoughts of transformation, of possibility, of your highest potential. The quantum field, this invisible matrix of energy and information that surrounds and interpenetrates everything, responds to coherent thought combined with elevated emotion. When you think new thoughts and feel new feelings simultaneously, you're sending a clear signal to the field about what you want to experience. But here's the key. You must feel the emotion of your desired reality before it manifests in physical form. You must become energetically what you want to attract. This is not positive thinking. This is quantum physics. This is how consciousness creates matter, how thoughts become things, how dreams become reality. As you prepare for sleep tonight, you're going to practice becoming. Not trying to become, not hoping to become, but actually embodying the energetic signature of the person you're transforming into. You're going to feel what it feels like to wake up tomorrow as this new version of yourself. Your cells are listening. Every one of the trillions of cells that make up your physical form is receiving the information you're broadcasting through your thoughts and emotions. When you think thoughts of limitation, your cells contract. When you think thoughts of possibility, your cells expand. When you feel emotions of fear, your cells produce stress proteins. When you feel emotions of love and gratitude, your cells produce healing hormones. This is not metaphor. This is measurable, observable biology. Your thoughts are chemical messengers. Your emotions are genetic signals. Your beliefs are literally shaping your physical reality from the inside out. Tonight, as you enter the quantum field of sleep, you're going to give your cells new instructions. You're going to speak to your DNA in the language it understands, the language of feeling, of knowing, of absolute certainty about your true nature. Think of your DNA as a vast library of potential. You have genes for health, for abundance, for joy, for creativity, for love. But genes don't express themselves automatically. They respond to environmental signals. And the most powerful environmental signal is your own consciousness, your own beliefs about what's possible for you. When you believe you're limited, you activate genes of limitation. When you believe you're powerful, you activate genes of empowerment. When you believe you're worthy of love, you activate the biological programs that make you magnetic to loving experiences. Tonight, we're going to activate your dormant potential. We're going to turn on the genes that have been waiting for your permission to express themselves. We're going to give your body the signal that it's safe to heal, safe to transform, safe to become everything you came here to be. The beautiful truth is that your body wants to heal. Your energy field wants to harmonize. Your life wants to flourish. The only thing that has been preventing this natural state of thriving is the interference patterns created by old beliefs, old emotions, old stories about who you are and what's possible. As you drift towards sleep tonight, you're going to release all interference. You're going to let go of the need to figure out how transformation happens and simply allow it to happen. You're going to trust the same intelligence that orchestrates your heartbeat to orchestrate your entire life experience. In the quantum field, time and space are fluid. Past, present, and future exist simultaneously. This means that the version of you that is already healed, already abundant, already living your dream life exists right now in parallel reality. Tonight, as you enter the timeless realm of sleep, you're going to merge with that version of yourself. You're going to download the programs of your highest potential. You're going to integrate the wisdom of your future self. You're going to wake up tomorrow carrying the energy signature of who you're becoming. Feel yourself relaxing now. Feel your body releasing the day, releasing all effort, releasing all resistance. You don't have to work for this transformation. You simply have to allow it. You don't have to earn this healing. You simply have to receive it. Your energy is already shifting. Can you feel it? That subtle sense of expansion, of possibility opening up within you. This is your natural state. This is how it feels to be aligned with the creative force of the universe. Tonight, you sleep in the quantum field of infinite possibility. Tonight, you dream yourself into a new reality. Tonight, your energy shifts overnight. Now we come to the heart of tonight's transformation. The words themselves. Not ordinary words, but words charged with intention. Words spoken from the depth of your being. Words that carry the power to reshape your entire reality. In the beginning was the Word. This ancient teaching points to a fundamental truth that science is now confirming. Sound creates form. Vibration shapes matter. The words you speak, especially the words you speak to yourself, are creative forces that literally sculpt your experience from the quantum field of possibility. Every word carries a frequency. Every sentence broadcasts an energetic signature. When you speak words of fear, you attune yourself to fearful experiences. When you speak words of love, you align yourself with loving manifestations. When you speak words of truth about your highest nature, you activate the dormant potential within your cells. Tonight, I'm going to share with you a specific phrase. Simple words that, when spoken with feeling, with knowing, with complete faith in their truth, have the power to shift your energy field so dramatically that your entire life begins to reorganize around a new center of gravity. But first, you must understand, these are not magic words. They are not spells or incantations. They are statements of truth about who you really are beneath all the conditioning, all the fear, all the stories that have kept you small. When you speak these words, you're not trying to create something new. You're remembering something eternal. The phrase is simple. I am worthy of all good things and I allow them to flow to me now. Let me explain why these words are so powerful. I am are the two most creative words in any language. When you say I am, you're invoking the same creative force that spoke the universe into existence. You're claiming your identity as a divine being, a conscious creator, a beloved child of the infinite. Worthy addresses the core wound that keeps most people trapped in limitation. The belief that they don't deserve good things, that they must earn love, that they're somehow flawed or insufficient. When you declare your worthiness, you're healing this primal wound at its source. All good things opens you to receive not just specific desires, but the full spectrum of blessings that the universe wants to bestow upon you. It removes the artificial limitations you've placed on your receiving, and opens you to possibilities you haven't even imagined yet. And I allow them to flow to me now is perhaps the most important part. It shifts you from the energy of seeking to the energy of receiving. It moves you from effort to grace, from trying to allowing, from desperate need to peaceful expectation. When you speak these words as you drift towards sleep, when you say them with feeling, with conviction, with absolute trust in their truth, something profound happens at the cellular level. Your nervous system relaxes into a state of receiving. Your energy field expands into a state of attraction. Your subconscious mind accepts this new identity as absolute truth and begins immediately to reorganize your life experience to match it. But here's the key. You must feel these words as you speak them. You must embody the emotion of someone who knows they are worthy, who trusts in the goodness of life, who expects blessings to flow naturally and easily. Emotion is the language your subconscious understands. Feeling is what transforms words from mere concepts into living realities. As you say these words tonight, imagine what it would feel like to wake up tomorrow knowing, absolutely knowing, that you are worthy of love, worthy of abundance, worthy of joy, worthy of all the beautiful experiences life has to offer. How would your body feel? How would you move through the world? What would be different about your energy, your presence, your very being? This is not pretending. This is not fake it till you make it. This is recognizing a truth that has always been true, but has been obscured by years of programming, years of being told you're not enough, years of accepting limitation as reality. The truth is, you were born worthy. You came into this world as a perfect expression of creative intelligence, lacking nothing, deserving everything. Somewhere along the way, you learned to doubt this truth. Tonight, you remember it. Your cells are waiting for this remembering. Your DNA is waiting for permission to express its highest potential. Your energy field is waiting for you to claim your true identity as a magnetic being, naturally attractive to all good things. As you prepare to speak these words, feel yourself connecting to the truth they represent. Feel yourself dropping into the knowing that exists beyond all doubt, beyond all fear, beyond all conditioning. This knowing lives in your heart. It lives in your bones. It lives in the very essence of who you are. I am worthy of all good things, and I allow them to flow to me now. Say these words not as a hope or a wish, but as a declaration of truth. Say them not as a request to the universe, but as a recognition of what the universe has already declared about you. Say them with the authority of someone who knows their own divine nature. Feel the words resonating in your chest, in your belly, in every cell of your body. Feel them creating waves of transformation that ripple out into the quantum field, sending a clear signal about who you are and what you're ready to receive. Tonight, as you fall asleep to these words, as you let them be the last conscious thought in your mind, you're programming your subconscious for transformation. You're giving your cells new instructions. You're claiming your birthright as a beloved being deserving of all the universe's gifts. Your energy is shifting. Your vibration is rising. Your life is about to change in ways that will surprise and delight you. And it all begins with these simple words, spoken with feeling, with knowing, with absolute trust in their truth. Now we enter the most sacred part of our journey together, the silence that follows the speaking, the space that holds the transformation, the profound act of surrender that allows miracles to unfold. In this moment, you have spoken your truth. You have declared your worthiness. You have opened yourself to receive all the good things that are already flowing toward you from the quantum field of infinite possibility. Now comes the most beautiful and perhaps most challenging part, letting go. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It doesn't mean stopping your declaration or doubting your worthiness. Letting go means relaxing into the trust that the universe has heard you, that your subconscious has received its new programming, that the wheels of transformation are already in motion. This is where most people stumble. They speak their affirmations, they visualize their dreams, they feel the truth of their worthiness, and then immediately they begin to worry. Will it work? When will I see results? What if nothing changes? This anxiety, this need to control the timeline and the method of manifestation, actually interferes with the very process they're trying to activate. The quantum field responds to a very specific energy signature, the energy of knowing without needing, of trusting without controlling, of expecting without demanding. This is the energy of faith, not blind faith, but informed faith based on understanding how consciousness creates reality. When you plant a seed in the earth, you don't dig it up every day to check if it's growing. You trust the invisible intelligence of life to do what it knows how to do. You water it, you give it sunlight, and you wait with patient expectation for the miracle of growth to unfold in its own perfect timing. Tonight you have planted a seed in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. This seed is not just your words, it's your new identity as someone who is worthy of all good things, and who allows them to flow naturally and easily into their life. Now comes the time to tend this seed with the most powerful forces in the universe: silence, trust, and surrender. In the sacred silence that follows your declaration, your subconscious mind begins its work of transformation. Free from the interference of doubt, free from the pressure of your conscious mind. It starts to reorganize your neural pathways, your energy field, your very biology around this new truth you've spoken. Silence is not empty. It's pregnant with possibility. In the silence, healing happens. In the silence, new realities are born. In the silence, the infinite intelligence that beats your heart and grows your hair begins to orchestrate the synchronicities, the opportunities, the perfect people and circumstances that will bring your new reality into physical form. This is why the masters spent so much time in silence. This is why every spiritual tradition honors quiet contemplation, meditation, the sacred pause between speaking and acting. In the silence, we connect to the creative force itself. In the silence, we become one with the intelligence that creates worlds. As you prepare for sleep tonight, I want you to rest in this silence. Not the silence of emptiness, but the silence of fullness. Not the silence of waiting, but the silence of knowing. Not the silence of hope, but the silence of certainty. Feel yourself sinking into this sacred space where transformation happens without effort, where healing occurs without struggle, where miracles unfold without force. This is your natural state, not the anxiety of trying to make things happen, but the peace of allowing them to happen. Your energy field is now vibrating at a new frequency. The electromagnetic signature you're broadcasting to the universe has shifted. Where once you might have been transmitting signals of lack, of unworthiness, of struggle, you're now broadcasting worthiness, abundance, ease. This shift is not just mental or emotional, it's biological. Your nervous system has relaxed out of fight or flight and into rest and restore. In this state, your body produces different hormones, activates different genes, and literally begins to restructure itself around your new identity. Your heart rhythm has become coherent, creating a powerful electromagnetic field that extends far beyond your physical body. This field is now carrying information about your worthiness, your openness to receive, your expectation of good things to flow into your life. The quantum field around you is responding to this new information. Like iron filings aligning around a magnet, the possibilities that match your new vibration are beginning to organize themselves around you. People who can help you, opportunities that serve your highest good, circumstances that support your transformation. All of these are being drawn into your reality by the power of your shifted energy. But this all happens in the silence, not in the desperate seeking, not in the anxious checking for results, not in the fearful wondering if it's working. It happens in the profound peace of knowing that what you've spoken is already true, that what you've claimed is already yours, that what you've opened to is already flowing toward you. Tonight, as you drift into sleep, carry with you not effort but ease. Carry not worry but wonder. Carry not the need to make something happen, but the beautiful knowing that everything is already happening perfectly, in divine timing, in ways that will surprise and delight you. Your transformation is not something you must create, it's something you must allow. Your abundance is not something you must earn, it's something you must receive. Your worthiness is not something you must prove, it's something you must remember. In the silence that follows, in the sacred space between your last conscious thought and your first dream, the universe begins its work of bringing your new reality into form. Rest now in the knowing that you have done your part. You have spoken your truth. You have claimed your worthiness. You have opened to receive. Now trust the process. Trust the silence. Trust the invisible intelligence that knows exactly how to transform your life in ways more beautiful than you could have imagined. As you settle deeper into this transformative space, let us turn our attention to the breath, your constant companion, your bridge between the physical and the spiritual, your direct connection to the life force that animates all creation. Your breath is far more than a biological function. With each inhalation, you're drawing in not just oxygen, but pure potential, pure possibility, pure life force energy. With each exhalation, you're releasing not just carbon dioxide, but old patterns, old limitations, old versions of yourself that no longer serve you. Tonight, we're going to breathe with intention. We're going to use your breath as a vehicle for transformation, as a way of embodying your new identity at the cellular level, as a method of anchoring your worthiness in your very biology. Place one hand on your heart and one on your belly. Feel the natural rhythm of your breathing. No need to change it yet, simply observe it. This breath has sustained you through every moment of your life. It has been with you through joy and sorrow, through challenge and triumph, through every experience that has brought you to this moment of readiness for transformation. Your breath is your connection to the present moment. When you're anxious, you're breathing into an imagined future. When you're depressed, you're breathing into a remembered past. But when you breathe with awareness, when you breathe with presence, you anchor yourself in the only moment where transformation is possible. This moment, right now. As you breathe, imagine that with each inhalation, you're drawing in the energy of your new identity. See it as golden light, as pure love, as the essence of worthiness itself. Feel this energy entering not just your lungs, but every cell in your body. Feel it flowing through your bloodstream, nourishing every organ, every tissue, every microscopic part of your being. This is not imagination. This is biology. The oxygen you breathe becomes part of your cells within moments. The energy you consciously invite with each breath literally becomes incorporated into your physical form. You are quite literally breathing yourself into a new state of being. With each exhalation, release everything that is not aligned with your highest good. Breathe out doubt. Breathe out fear. Breathe out the old story of limitation and unworthiness. See these old energies leaving your body like gray smoke, dissipating harmlessly into the air, returning to the earth to be transformed into something useful. You don't need to force this process. Your body knows how to release what no longer serves you. Your cells are constantly dying and being reborn. In fact, science tells us that you get an entirely new body every 7 years. The body you have tonight is not the same body you had 7 years ago. Every single cell has been replaced. This means you have the power to consciously participate in this renewal process. With your breath, with your intention, with your declaration of worthiness, you can direct this cellular regeneration toward your highest potential. You can literally breathe yourself into becoming the person you're meant to be. Now let's breathe together with conscious intention. As you inhale, silently or softly speak these words. I breathe in worthiness. I breathe in love. Feel these qualities entering your body with your breath. Feel them settling into your bones, your blood, your very DNA. As you exhale, speak these words. I breathe out fear. I breathe out limitation. Feel all resistance, all old programming, all beliefs about scarcity and unworthiness, leaving your body with your breath. Continue this pattern for several breaths. I breathe in worthiness. I breathe in love. I breathe out fear. I breathe out limitation. With each breath, feel yourself becoming more aligned with your true nature, more embodied in your new identity, more anchored in the knowing that you are worthy of all good things. Your nervous system is responding to this conscious breathing. Your heart rate is becoming more coherent. Your brain waves are shifting into the alpha and theta patterns associated with deep relaxation and transformation. Your body is literally changing its biochemistry to support your new state of being. This is the power of conscious breathing. It gives you direct access to your autonomic nervous system, allowing you to consciously influence processes that usually happen unconsciously. Through your breath, you can shift from stress to peace, from fear to love, from the old you to the new you. As you continue breathing with intention, imagine that each breath is weaving golden threads throughout your energy field. See these threads connecting you to all the good things that are already flowing toward you. Love, abundance, joy, perfect health, meaningful purpose, soul-aligned relationships, creative expression, inner peace. Feel yourself becoming magnetic through your breath. Each inhalation draws these blessings closer. Each exhalation broadcasts your readiness to receive them. You are literally breathing yourself into alignment with your highest potential. Your breath is your anchor as you prepare for sleep. No matter what thoughts arise, no matter what feelings surface, you can always return to your breath. It is your constant reminder that you are alive, that you are worthy of this life, that you are capable of transformation. As you breathe, know that you are supported by the same life force that moves the tides, that turns the planets, that causes flowers to bloom and hearts to beat. This force is not separate from you. It is you. It is the very essence of who you are, and it wants nothing more than your complete happiness, your total fulfillment, your absolute recognition of your own magnificence. With each breath tonight, you are not just sustaining life, you are creating new life. You are breathing yourself into a reality where you are worthy, where you are loved, where all good things flow to you easily and naturally. Let your breathing become softer now, deeper, more relaxed. Feel yourself sinking into the rhythm of your new life, the rhythm of your transformed being, the rhythm of someone who knows they deserve all the beautiful experiences the universe has to offer. Breathe and become. Breathe and receive. Breathe and transform. Now, as your breathing becomes naturally soft and deep, I invite you to journey with me into the most sacred space within you, the temple of your heart. This is not just the physical organ that pumps blood through your body, but the energetic center where your soul resides, where divine love flows through you, where your connection to all of creation pulses with infinite possibility. Your heart is the first organ to develop in the womb, beginning to beat before your brain even forms. It carries its own intelligence, its own nervous system, its own way of knowing that transcends mental understanding. When we speak of following your heart, we're not talking about emotion. We're talking about accessing the deepest wisdom available to human consciousness. Modern science has discovered that your heart generates the strongest electromagnetic field in your body, 60 times stronger than your brain. This field can be measured up to 8 feet away from your body, meaning that wherever you go, you carry with you an invisible but very real energy that touches everyone around you. Tonight, as we rest in the temple of your heart, you're going to discover the source of your magnetic power. You're going to feel what it's like to radiate the frequency of love, worthiness, and absolute trust in life's goodness. From this space, attraction happens effortlessly. From this space, miracles become natural. Place both hands on your heart now. Feel the steady, faithful rhythm that has never stopped believing in you, even when your mind was filled with doubt. This heart has carried you through every experience of your life. The joyful and the painful, the triumphs and the setbacks, the moments of clarity and the times of confusion. Your heart has never judged your journey. It has never decided you were unworthy of love because of your mistakes or your struggles. It has simply continued to beat its rhythm of possibility, its rhythm of faith, its rhythm of unshakable knowing that you are a beloved being deserving of all good things. As you rest your hands on your heart, imagine that you're entering a sacred chamber within yourself, a place of absolute safety, absolute love, absolute acceptance. See this chamber filled with golden light, warm and welcoming, pulsing with the same rhythm as your heartbeat. In this inner temple, you are home. Here, there is no need to prove anything, to earn anything, to become anything other than what you already are. Here you remember that you were born worthy, that you have always been worthy, that nothing you could ever do or fail to do could change your fundamental worthiness. Feel the presence of unconditional love surrounding you in this sacred space. This is not love that depends on your performance or your perfection. This is love that exists simply because you exist. This is the love from which you were born, the love that sustains you, the love to which you will return. In many spiritual traditions, the heart is considered the seat of the soul, the place where human consciousness touches divine consciousness. Tonight, in the temple of your heart, you are touching that divine aspect of yourself, the part of you that is eternal, limitless, infinitely creative. From this place of divine connection, speak again the words that are transforming your life. I am worthy of all good things, and I allow them to flow to me now. But this time, speak them not from your mind, but from your heart. Feel them rising from the depths of your being, carrying the authority of your soul. When you speak from your heart, your words carry a different frequency. They carry the resonance of truth, the vibration of authenticity, the power of absolute knowing. These are not words you're trying to believe. These are words your heart has always known to be true. Feel these words creating ripples of transformation throughout your entire being. Feel them reaching every cell in your body, every organ, every system. Your heart is broadcasting this new truth through your electromagnetic field, sending a clear signal to the quantum field about who you are and what you're ready to receive. Your heart intelligence is now coming online fully. This is the intelligence that knows how to attract perfect synchronicities, how to magnetize ideal relationships, how to draw abundance in forms you haven't even imagined yet. Your heart doesn't create through effort or struggle. It creates through resonance, through being a vibrational match to what you desire. As you rest in this inner temple, imagine that your heart is a magnificent magnet, drawing to you all the experiences that align with your new identity. See golden threads of light extending from your heart center, connecting you to every good thing that is already in motion toward you. These connections are real. In the quantum field, everything is already connected. Your willingness to open your heart, to claim your worthiness, to allow good things to flow creates pathways for blessings to find you. You're not creating something from nothing. You're allowing what already exists in potential to become real in your experience. Feel your heart expanding now, becoming more spacious, more open, more receptive. There is room in your heart for all the love you desire, all the abundance you're ready for, all the joy that wants to express through you. Your heart is not a limited space. It's a portal to infinity. In this expanded state, you become a blessing magnet. Love finds you easily because you radiate love. Abundance flows to you naturally because you embody abundance. Joy fills your life because you have become joy itself. Your heart is healing now any old wounds related to receiving. Any times you were told you didn't deserve good things, any experiences of rejection or abandonment, any beliefs about having to earn love, all of this is being gently dissolved in the warm light of your heart's temple. You are safe to receive. You are safe to be loved. You are safe to prosper. You are safe to shine your light brightly in the world. Your heart knows this truth, and tonight it's communicating this safety to every part of your being. As you rest in your heart's temple, you're not separate from the source of all good things. You are connected to it. You are part of it. You are it expressing itself in human form. This is why you're worthy of all good things, because you are made of the same substance as all good things. As your heart settles into this new rhythm of worthiness and love, we approach the mystical threshold between waking and sleeping, between the conscious and the unconscious, between who you have been and who you are becoming. Sleep is the ultimate alchemy, a time when your brain literally cleanses itself, when your cells regenerate, when your subconscious mind sorts through the experiences of the day and files away what serves you while releasing what does not. Tonight, we are going to use this natural process of regeneration as a vehicle for profound transformation. The ancients understood that the moments just before sleep are the most powerful for planting seeds in the subconscious mind. As your brain waves slow from beta to alpha to theta to delta, you pass through states of consciousness that mystics and shamans have used for millennia to create healing, to receive visions, to transform their very essence. Tonight, you are not just falling asleep. You are consciously entering an altered state of consciousness where the normal rules of limitation don't apply, where your subconscious mind is extraordinarily receptive to new programming, where the quantum field responds immediately to coherent intention. Feel your body becoming heavy now, relaxed, surrendered to gravity. This is not the heaviness of fatigue, but the heaviness of deep peace, of profound letting go, of complete trust in the process of transformation that is already underway. Your conscious mind, which has worked so hard throughout the day to analyze and judge and figure things out, is beginning to step aside. This is not a loss, but a gift. It's making space for a much deeper intelligence to take over. The intelligence that knows exactly how to reorganize your life for maximum joy and fulfillment. As you drift deeper into this liminal space, imagine that you are descending into a vast underground chamber, a place of pure potential where all possibilities exist simultaneously. This is the realm of your subconscious mind, where past, present, and future merge into one eternal now. In this space, the words you have spoken tonight, "I am worthy of all good things, and I allow them to flow to me now," become living programs, energetic blueprints that your subconscious will spend the entire night installing into your cellular memory. Your subconscious doesn't argue with what you tell it. It doesn't question whether you're really worthy or whether good things will really flow to you. It simply accepts your instructions as absolute truth, and begins immediately to reorganize your entire life experience to match this new programming. Tonight, as you sleep, your neural pathways are literally rewiring themselves. The connections in your brain that once supported old patterns of unworthiness and lack are weakening, while new pathways that support abundance and self-love are strengthening with every REM cycle. Your DNA is responding to the new information you've given it. Genes that support health, vitality, creativity, and magnetism are being activated, while genes that express limitation and struggle are being turned off. This is not metaphor. This is epigenetics, the science of how consciousness affects genetic expression. Your electromagnetic field is recalibrating as you sleep, broadcasting a new signal to everyone and everything around you. Tomorrow, people will respond to you differently without knowing why. Opportunities will appear that weren't there yesterday. Synchronicities will unfold that guide you toward your highest good. But for now, simply rest in the knowing that transformation is happening without any effort from you. You have done your part by speaking your truth, by claiming your worthiness, by opening your heart to receive. Now the universe takes over, orchestrating miracles while you sleep. Feel yourself floating now in an ocean of pure possibility. You are weightless here, timeless here, limitless here. In this space between waking and sleeping, you are pure consciousness, not bound by the story of who you've been, free to become anyone you choose to be. The version of you that is already living your dream life exists in this space. The version of you that embodies complete worthiness, that magnetizes abundance effortlessly, that radiates love and receives love in return. This version of you is here with you now, ready to merge with your sleeping consciousness. Feel this future self approaching you in the darkness, carrying all the wisdom, all the confidence, all the magnetic presence you are growing into. This is not someone else. This is you, simply awake to your full potential. As you sleep tonight, you will dream with the consciousness of this empowered version of yourself. You will wake tomorrow carrying new neural pathways, new cellular memories, new energetic patterns that support your transformed reality. Your sleep is not an escape from transformation. It is the deepest level of transformation possible. In sleep, you are pure potential, moldable consciousness, infinite possibility waiting to take new form. Let go now of any need to monitor this process, to check if it's working, to figure out how it's happening. Trust the same intelligence that grows your hair and heals your cuts to grow your abundance and heal your relationship with receiving. Your energy has already shifted. Your vibration has already risen. Your magnetic field has already been recalibrated. As you drift into sleep, you carry with you the absolute knowing that you are worthy of all good things and that they are already flowing to you. Tomorrow is not just another day. It's the first day of your new life, your transformed life. Your life as someone who knows their worth and allows abundance to flow naturally and easily. Sleep now in this knowing. Dream now as this new version of yourself. Wake tomorrow as someone whose energy has shifted overnight, whose life is already beginning to reflect their deepest truth of worthiness and love. The alchemy has begun. The transformation is underway. All is well in your world. As you rest in this sacred space between waking and sleeping, let us awaken within you the most powerful force for transformation available to human consciousness, the field of gratitude. Not gratitude as a mental practice or an obligation, but gratitude as a living frequency that reorganizes matter, attracts blessings, and opens doorways to experiences beyond your current imagination. True gratitude is not about what you have or don't have. True gratitude is recognition of the miracle of existence itself, that you are here, that you are conscious, that you are capable of love and transformation and infinite growth. True gratitude is feeling blessed by the very fact of being alive in this moment, regardless of circumstances. When you live in gratitude, you live in the frequency of receiving. You become like a magnet for more experiences that inspire gratitude. The universe responds to your grateful heart by saying, "Yes, you recognize the gifts I'm already giving you, so here are more gifts to recognize." Feel into your heart now and find something to be genuinely grateful for. It might be as simple as your breath, as basic as having a roof over your head, as profound as the love of a family member or friend. Don't search for something impressive. Find something real, something that genuinely moves your heart when you think about it. As you locate this feeling of genuine gratitude, notice what happens in your body. Notice how your chest expands, how your breathing deepens, how your entire energy field shifts into a state of openness and receptivity. This is not just an emotional response. This is your biology responding to one of the most healing frequencies possible. Gratitude produces measurable changes in your heart rhythm, creating what scientists call coherence, a state where your heart, mind, and emotions are in energetic alignment. In this state, you become 40 times more electromagnetically powerful than when you're in stress or anxiety. From this place of authentic gratitude, feel appreciation for the transformation that is already underway in your life. Even though you may not see physical evidence yet, even though the changes are still happening in the invisible realm, feel grateful that you have taken this step, that you have claimed your worthiness, that you have opened yourself to receive. Your subconscious mind is like a faithful friend who has been waiting your entire life for you to remember your true nature. Feel grateful for this internal ally that never judges you, never gives up on you, never stops working to create the reality that matches your deepest beliefs about yourself. Feel grateful for your heart, which has never stopped beating its rhythm of possibility, even in your darkest moments. Feel grateful for your breath, which connects you constantly to the life force of the universe. Feel grateful for your body, which is literally rebuilding itself right now according to the new information you've given it. Feel grateful for every experience that has brought you to this moment of readiness for transformation. Even the painful ones, even the challenging ones, even the ones you wish had never happened. Without these experiences, you would not have developed the depth, the compassion, the wisdom that makes you capable of this level of transformation now. Your gratitude is creating a field of attraction around you that draws more experiences worthy of gratitude. As you feel genuinely thankful for what is already present in your life, you signal to the quantum field that you are someone who recognizes and appreciates blessings, making you a natural recipient for more blessings. Extend your gratitude now to the unseen forces that support your life. The sun that provides energy for all life on Earth, the earth that provides everything you need to survive, the cosmic intelligence that keeps planets in orbit and seasons in rhythm. You are not separate from these forces. You are an expression of them. Feel grateful for your family lineage, for all the ancestors who survived long enough to create the genetic line that led to you. Feel grateful for every person who has ever loved you, taught you, challenged you to grow, shown you kindness when you needed it most. Feel grateful for your dreams, for your desires, for your capacity to imagine something better than what currently exists. This imaginative capacity is one of the most divine qualities you possess. It's what allows you to participate consciously in the creation of your reality. As gratitude fills every cell of your being, notice how it naturally transmutes any remaining fear, doubt, or resistance into peace. Gratitude doesn't fight against negative emotions. It simply creates such a powerful positive field that negative emotions naturally dissolve in its presence. Your grateful heart is now broadcasting a signal to the universe that says, I am someone who recognizes beauty, who appreciates gifts, who sees the good in life. The universe responds to this signal by orchestrating more experiences that confirm this identity. Feel grateful in advance for all the good things that are already in motion toward you. Feel thankful for the perfect opportunities that are aligning to support your growth. Feel appreciation for the ideal people who are being drawn into your life to offer friendship, love, collaboration, and support. This is not wishful thinking. This is vibrational alignment. When you feel genuine gratitude for blessings that exist in potential, you create a magnetic pull that draws them from the quantum field into physical reality. Your gratitude is also healing your relationship with receiving. Many people struggle to allow good things into their lives because they feel guilty, undeserving, or afraid of being disappointed. Gratitude dissolves all these barriers by creating such a joyful appreciation for life's gifts that receiving becomes as natural as breathing. As you prepare to drift deeper towards sleep, let gratitude be the last conscious emotion you feel. Let it fill every corner of your being, every cell of your body, every layer of your energy field. Sleep in gratitude, dream in gratitude, wake in gratitude. Your grateful heart is your connection to infinite abundance. Your appreciative consciousness is your passport to miracles. Your thankful spirit is your invitation for life to surprise you with blessings beyond your wildest dreams. Tomorrow you will wake not because you have to, but because you get to, because you have been gifted another day to experience the joy of being alive, of growing, of loving, of receiving all the good things that are your birthright. Rest now in perfect gratitude, knowing that your thankful heart has already begun to attract the life of your dreams. In this deepening space of transformation, we arrive at perhaps the most profound teaching of all, the art of sacred surrender, the wisdom of letting go not as giving up, but as giving over to an intelligence far greater than our individual understanding. Surrender is often misunderstood in our action-oriented world. Many people think surrender means becoming passive, stopping their efforts, or accepting limitation. But true surrender is the most powerful position possible. It's the recognition that you are not separate from the creative force of the universe, and therefore you can relax your grip on how things must happen, and allow them to happen in ways more beautiful than you could have orchestrated alone. Tonight, as your conscious mind prepares to step aside and let your deeper wisdom take over, you're practicing the ultimate surrender, trusting that transformation can happen without your constant supervision, that healing can occur without your micromanagement, that miracles can unfold without your detailed instructions about how they should appear. Your ego mind, the part of you that has been trying so hard to figure everything out, to control outcomes, to make transformation happen through effort and will, can finally rest. You have done your part. You have spoken your truth. You have claimed your worthiness. You have opened your heart. You have felt genuine gratitude. Now you can relax into the trust that the universe knows exactly how to respond to these signals. Surrender doesn't mean you stop taking inspired action in your daily life. It means you stop trying to force specific outcomes and instead align yourself with the flow of life, responding to opportunities as they arise, following your inner guidance, trusting that you are being led toward experiences that serve your highest good. When you surrender, you become like water, fluid, adaptable, able to flow around obstacles rather than fighting against them. Water always finds its way to the ocean, not by forcing but by following the natural pathways available to it. Your abundance, your love, your perfect life circumstances will find their way to you in the same way when you stop blocking the natural flow with resistance and fear. The mystics throughout history have taught that surrender is the gateway to experiencing your true nature as unlimited consciousness. When you stop identifying so strongly with your individual personality, your personal history, your current circumstances, you remember that you are actually an expression of the infinite intelligence that creates and sustains all life. From this expanded perspective, the question is not whether you deserve good things. The question becomes irrelevant because you realize you are not separate from the source of all good things. You are not a limited human hoping to receive blessings from an external source. You are consciousness itself, expressing as a human, naturally creative and abundant by nature. This is why surrender feels so good when you truly let go. It's not the relief of giving up. It's the relief of remembering that you don't have to carry the weight of making everything happen because you are connected to a power that moves mountains, that orchestrates the dance of galaxies, that creates new life in every moment. As you settle deeper into sleep tonight, practice surrendering your transformation to this greater intelligence. Release any timeline you've created for when changes should appear. Release any specific way you think your life should improve. Release any need to understand how miracles work. Simply trust that they do. Your subconscious mind works best when your conscious mind is not interfering with doubt, worry, or impatience. By surrendering, you create the perfect conditions for profound change to occur while you sleep. You become like fertile soil, receptive, trusting, allowing new growth to emerge naturally. Imagine that you are floating in a vast ocean of love, supported completely, held safely, carried toward experiences that will delight and fulfill you beyond your current capacity to imagine. You don't need to swim frantically toward some distant shore. You can relax into the current that is already carrying you toward your highest good. This ocean is not separate from you. It is your natural element. You are not a separate being, struggling to survive in an indifferent universe. You are an expression of the universe itself, temporarily focus through the lens of individual experience, but never actually separate from the whole. From this place of ultimate trust, you can let go of the need to be in control while maintaining complete responsibility for your inner state. You cannot control external circumstances, but you can always choose love over fear, trust over worry, appreciation over complaint. Your surrender tonight is not passive. It's a conscious choice to align with the creative flow of existence rather than fighting against it. It's choosing to be a conscious participant in life's unfolding, rather than an anxious controller, trying to force predetermined outcomes. Feel yourself releasing now into this sacred mystery. Feel the relief of no longer having to figure everything out. Feel the peace of trusting that you are guided, supported, loved beyond measure by the same intelligence that created you. Your energy field relaxes completely when you surrender. The electromagnetic chaos created by anxiety and control is replaced by the coherent patterns of trust and flow. In this relaxed state, you become a clear signal to the quantum field, making it easy for matching experiences to find you. Surrender is not a one-time event. It's a moment-by-moment choice to stay open, to remain flexible, to trust the process even when you can't see the bigger picture. Tonight, as you sleep, you practice surrendering to the transformation that is already underway in the invisible dimensions of your life. You are not responsible for making miracles happen. You are only responsible for remaining open to receiving them. You are not responsible for orchestrating synchronicities. You are only responsible for recognizing and following them when they appear. Sleep now in complete surrender, knowing that while you rest, the universe is working on your behalf, arranging circumstances, aligning energies, preparing blessings that will begin to appear in your physical reality in perfect timing. Your transformation is not a burden you must carry. It's a gift you can receive. Surrender to the mystery, trust the process, and wake tomorrow as someone who has allowed themselves to be transformed by grace itself. As you drift deeper into the transformative realm of sleep, imagine yourself walking through the most beautiful garden you have ever seen, not with your physical body, but with your consciousness, your energy, your essential self that exists beyond all limitation. This is your inner garden, the sacred space within your subconscious mind where all possibilities exist simultaneously, where every dream you've ever dreamed is already growing, where every potential version of yourself tends to flourishing visions of what your life can become. In this garden, there are no weeds of impossibility, no soil of scarcity, no seasons of lack. Here, abundance grows naturally, because abundance is the natural state of consciousness when it's not interfered with by fear. Here, love blooms effortlessly, because love is what you are made of. Here, joy flows like natural springs, because joy is your original nature. Walk slowly through this garden of your potential. See the trees heavy with fruits of every blessing you've ever desired. Some ripe and ready for harvest, others still growing toward the perfect moment of manifestation. Each tree represents a different aspect of your life that is ready to flourish. Health, relationships, purpose, creativity, abundance, spiritual connection. Notice that you don't need to force these fruits to ripen. You don't need to pull on them or worry about when they'll be ready. The same intelligence that knows how to grow an apple from a seed knows how to grow your dreams into reality. Your only role is to tend this garden with love, with faith, with the absolute knowing that everything planted in love must eventually bear fruit. In one corner of your garden, you find a fountain of liquid light, pure creative energy that never stops flowing. This fountain represents your connection to infinite source, your direct line to the creative power that spoke galaxies into existence. Dip your hands into this luminous water and feel it washing away any remaining residue of unworthiness, any lingering doubt about your capacity to receive all good things. As this liquid light flows over you, feel it activating dormant seeds of potential that have been waiting in your consciousness for the right conditions to germinate. These are gifts and abilities you came into this life to express, contributions you came here to make, joys you came here to experience. Some of these seeds have been buried under years of conditioning that told you to be realistic, to not get your hopes up, to settle for less than what your heart truly desires. But seeds are remarkably resilient. No matter how long they've been dormant, they spring to life the moment they receive the right combination of nutrients. And tonight, your declarations of worthiness, your open heart, your grateful spirit are providing exactly the nutrients these seeds need to begin sprouting. Walk to another area of your garden where you find a perfect mirror made of crystalline water. As you look into this mirror, you don't see who you've been, you see who you're becoming. You see yourself as someone who naturally attracts good things, who receives love easily, who contributes meaningfully to the world, who lives with purpose and passion and deep inner peace. This reflection is not a fantasy. It's a preview of your authentic self, the version of you that exists when all limiting beliefs have been dissolved. This is who you really are underneath all the programming, all the fear, all the stories that convinced you that you were somehow not enough. Touch the surface of this mirror and feel your current self merging with this expanded version. Feel your energy field downloading new patterns, new possibilities, new ways of being in the world. This is not about becoming someone else. This is about becoming more fully yourself. In your garden, you also find a greenhouse where your most cherished dreams are being carefully cultivated in perfect conditions. Here, temperature and humidity and light are all precisely calibrated to support optimal growth. This greenhouse represents your subconscious mind, which is now providing the perfect environment for your new identity to take root and flourish. Inside this greenhouse, you see young plants representing every aspect of the life you're growing into. Your ideal relationships, your perfect expression of purpose, your abundant financial flow, your vibrant health, your deep spiritual connection. These plants are tender now, but they're growing stronger every day, every night. Every moment that you maintain your new identity as someone worthy of all good things. You realize that you've been tending this garden your entire life, even when you weren't conscious of it. Every time you've chosen love over fear, every time you've acted with kindness, every time you've followed your heart despite outside pressure, you've been planting seeds and tending growth in this inner landscape. Now, with conscious intention, you're accelerating the growth process exponentially. Your clear declarations of worthiness are like perfect fertilizer. Your open heart is like ideal sunlight. Your grateful spirit is like pure water. Everything in your garden is responding to this enhanced care by growing faster and stronger than ever before. As you prepare to rest deeper in this garden of possibility, choose a comfortable spot under a tree of peace and lie down on the soft grass of trust. Feel yourself being completely supported by the earth of your own unlimited potential. Feel the gentle breeze of grace moving through the leaves above you, whispering confirmation of your worthiness. From this perfect resting place, you can tend your garden simply by being in it, simply by resting in the knowing that growth is natural, that abundance is your birthright, that transformation is as inevitable as spring following winter. Tonight, as your physical body sleeps, your consciousness will continue to walk in this garden, watering seeds with your dreams, nurturing growth with your peaceful rest, harvesting the first fruits of your transformation to bring back into your waking life tomorrow. You are both the gardener and the garden, the tender and the tended, the creator and the creation. Recognizing this truth, you step into your full power as a conscious participant in the miraculous unfolding of your own unlimited potential. Rest now in your garden of possibilities, knowing that every dream you've ever dreamed is already growing toward you. In the deepest layers of your consciousness, beneath all the learned behaviors and adopted beliefs, beneath all the experiences that taught you limitation, there exists an untouched core of unlimited potential, your original power, your authentic self, your connection to the creative force that brought you into existence. Tonight, as you journey deeper into transformation, you are returning to this source of original power. Not power over others, not power to control external circumstances, but power to create your reality from the inside out, power to choose your response to any situation, power to embody the frequency of whatever you wish to experience. This power was never actually lost. It was only forgotten. Like a treasure buried under layers of earth, it has been waiting patiently for you to remember where you placed it, to dig through the accumulated soil of conditioning and rediscover what was always yours. Your original power is your birthright as a conscious being. It's the power that allowed you to learn language as a child without formal instruction, to heal cuts without conscious direction, to grow from infant to adult without manual. This same power that orchestrates all the automatic functions of your body is available to orchestrate all the experiences of your life when you align with it consciously. Most people look for power in external validation, in accumulating possessions, in achieving status or control over others. But these are substitute powers, pale reflections of the real power that lives within you. The power to be at peace regardless of circumstances. The power to feel abundant regardless of bank account balances. The power to experience love regardless of others' behavior toward you. This inner power operates on a completely different principle than external power. External power often requires taking from others, competing, defending against threats. Inner power expands through giving, through lifting others up, through recognizing that your abundance doesn't diminish anyone else's abundance because abundance flows from an infinite source. As you reconnect with your original power tonight, feel it as a warm current flowing through your entire being. This is not aggressive energy or controlling energy. It's the gentle but unshakable power of someone who knows their own worth, who trusts their own inner guidance, who doesn't need external approval to feel complete. Your original power is your capacity to love unconditionally, starting with yourself. When you love yourself not because you've earned it, but simply because you exist, you access a source of strength that can never be depleted. This love-based power doesn't fight against challenges. It transforms them. It doesn't resist what is. It finds opportunities for growth within any situation. Reconnecting with your original power means remembering that you are not a victim of your circumstances. You are a conscious creator participating in an intelligent universe that responds to your dominant frequency. When you vibrate fear, you attract fearful experiences. When you vibrate love, you attract loving experiences. When you vibrate worthiness, you attract experiences that confirm your worth. This is not about positive thinking or pretending everything is perfect. This is about recognizing that regardless of what happens around you, you always have the power to choose your internal response. And that internal response determines your future experiences more than any external condition. Your original power includes the ability to communicate directly with your subconscious mind, to give it clear instructions about what you want to experience, to reprogram limiting beliefs with empowering truths. Most people never realize they have this ability. They think they're at the mercy of unconscious programming installed by others. But you are not powerless over your own mind. You have the authority to examine your beliefs, to question thoughts that don't serve you, to consciously choose new patterns of thinking that support your highest good. This is one of the most important powers you possess. The power of conscious choice about what goes on in your own consciousness. Your original power also includes your capacity for infinite learning and growth. You are not a fixed entity limited by past experiences. You are a dynamic, evolving consciousness capable of continuous expansion, continuous healing, continuous discovery of new potentials within yourself. Every time you've ever changed a habit, learned a new skill, or shifted your perspective about something, you've demonstrated this power of conscious evolution. The same capacity that allowed you to transform in small ways can support massive transformation when you recognize and deliberately engage it. Feel this power awakening more fully within you now. Feel it in your bones, in your blood, in the very atoms that compose your physical form. This is not new power being given to you. This is original power being remembered, original capacity being reclaimed. Your power is expressed through your ability to maintain inner peace regardless of external chaos, to feel love in situations where others feel fear, to see possibility where others see only problems. This is true mastery, not control over the world, but conscious choice about your inner world. As you rest in this recognition of your original power, any remaining sense of victimhood naturally dissolves. How can you be a victim when you remember that you have the power to transform any experience into opportunity for growth? How can you feel powerless when you remember that your consciousness is connected to the same creative intelligence that designed universes? Your original power is also your capacity for authentic self-expression, for contributing your unique gifts to the world, for being true to your heart's calling regardless of others' opinions or expectations. When you honor your authentic power, you give others permission to do the same. Tonight, as you sleep, This power will continue to awaken within you, dissolving old patterns of powerlessness, strengthening new patterns of conscious creation. You will dream from this place of empowerment, and you will wake tomorrow carrying the energy signature of someone who knows their own creative capacity. You are not small. You are not limited. You are not at the mercy of forces beyond your control. You are a powerful, creative, unlimited being temporarily focused through human form. And tonight you are remembering the magnificence of what you truly are. Rest in this power. Trust this power. Tomorrow, begin expressing this power in ways that honor both your individual growth and the highest good of all. As you sink deeper into the transformative space of sleep consciousness, allow yourself to be embraced by the most healing force in existence, unconditional love. Not the love that depends on your performance, not the love you must earn through good behavior, but the love that exists simply because you exist. The love that is the very foundation of reality itself. This unconditional love surrounds you always, but in the quiet of night, in the receptive state of approaching sleep, you can feel it more clearly. It's the love from which you were born, the love that sustains every breath you take, the love that will celebrate your return when your time in physical form is complete. Feel this love now as a warm, golden presence enveloping your entire being. It's not trying to change you or fix you or improve you in any way. It simply loves you exactly as you are, in this moment, with all your perceived flaws and limitations and human imperfections. This love sees past all of that to the magnificent essence of who you truly are. Unconditional love is perhaps the most foreign concept to most humans, because our earthly experience is filled with conditional relationships, love that depends on behavior, acceptance that requires meeting certain standards, affection that must be earned and can be lost. But the love I'm speaking of now operates by completely different principles. This love doesn't judge your past mistakes or worry about your future choices. It doesn't compare you to others or find you lacking in any way. It simply recognizes the divine spark within you and loves that spark with infinite tenderness, infinite patience, infinite faith in your ultimate well-being. As you rest in this field of unconditional love, notice how it affects your relationship with yourself. When you know, truly know, that you are loved unconditionally by the creative force of the universe, how can you continue to be harsh with yourself? How can you continue to believe that you're not worthy of good things? This love is not sentimental or soft in the way humans sometimes think of love. It's the strongest force in existence, strong enough to create galaxies, strong enough to sustain life through countless challenges, strong enough to transform any condition when we align with it fully. Your capacity to receive this unconditional love directly affects your capacity to attract and maintain loving relationships in your human experience. When you know you are already completely loved, you don't seek relationships from a place of neediness or desperation. You don't try to earn love or manipulate others into loving you. You simply radiate the love you've received and naturally attract others who resonate with that frequency. The people in your life will begin to treat you differently as your own relationship with unconditional love deepens. Not because you're trying to get them to change, but because when you embody the energy of someone who knows they are unconditionally loved, you naturally inspire more loving responses in others. This love is also deeply practical. When you operate from a foundation of knowing you are unconditionally loved, you make different choices. You don't settle for relationships or situations that require you to diminish yourself. You don't chase after approval or validation because you already have the only approval that ultimately matters. You also become more loving toward others because you're not constantly worried about whether you're getting enough love yourself. When your cup is full, when you know you are already completely loved, you can give freely without keeping score, without resentment, without the fear that giving will somehow leave you depleted. Feel this unconditional love healing any wounds in your heart now. Any experiences of rejection, abandonment, betrayal, or criticism that taught you that love was dangerous or that you were somehow unlovable. These wounds were never true reflections of your lovability. They were simply results of other people's own disconnection from unconditional love. Everyone who has ever hurt you was simply someone who had forgotten their own unconditional lovability. and was acting from that wound. This doesn't excuse harmful behavior, but it helps you understand that their actions were about their pain, not about your worth. As this healing love fills every corner of your heart, you may find yourself naturally forgiving, not because you should or because it's the right thing to do, but because resentment simply cannot survive in the presence of unconditional love. Forgiveness becomes effortless when you realize that holding on to anger only blocks your capacity to receive more love. This love is also transforming your relationship with abundance. When you know you are unconditionally loved by the universe itself, how can you believe that this same universe would withhold good things from you? How can you believe in scarcity when you're connected to the source of infinite love, which naturally expresses itself as infinite abundance? Unconditional love and abundance are not separate energies. They are different expressions of the same creative force. When you align with unconditional love, abundance flows naturally because love always seeks to give, to share, to multiply itself through blessing those it touches. The universe that loves you unconditionally wants you to have everything that brings you joy, everything that allows you to express your gifts fully, everything that supports your highest good and the highest good of all beings. Your prosperity is not selfish. It's your way of allowing unconditional love to flow through you in the form of material blessings that you can then share with others. Feel this unconditional love, dissolving any guilt you may have about wanting good things, any belief that spiritual people should live in poverty, any programming that equates suffering with virtue. The love that created you wants you to thrive, to flourish, to experience the full spectrum of joy available in human form. This love is also awakening your natural capacity for miracle-mindedness, the ability to see beyond current circumstances to the infinite possibilities that exist in every moment. When you know you are unconditionally loved, you naturally expect good things to happen because you understand that you live in a loving universe that orchestrates blessings for those who are open to receive them. Miracles are not violations of natural law. They are expressions of love's natural law, which operates on principles of unlimited possibility rather than limited thinking. When you align with unconditional love, you align with the miraculous as a normal part of life. As you prepare to sleep deeper in this field of unconditional love, imagine that every cell in your body is being bathed in this healing energy. See this love flowing through your bloodstream, reaching every organ, every tissue, every system. Your body responds to love the same way plants respond to sunshine, by growing stronger, healthier, more vibrant. Your DNA is literally responding to this experience of unconditional love by activating genes that support health, longevity, vitality, and joy, while turning off genes that express stress, aging, and disease. This is not metaphor. This is the measurable biology of love. Tonight, as you sleep held in this field of unconditional love, your dreams will be different. They will carry the frequency of love, the knowing of your unconditional worth, the expectation of good things unfolding in your life. You will wake tomorrow as someone who knows, not just believes, but knows that they are completely loved by the creative force of existence. This knowing will change everything. When you know you are unconditionally loved, you move through the world differently. You speak differently. You make different choices. You attract different experiences. You become a walking blessing, radiating the love you have received and naturally inspiring others to remember their own unconditional lovability. The love that holds you tonight is the same love that holds all beings, that moves through all creation. That is the ultimate reality behind all appearances. You are not separate from this love. You are an expression of it, a unique and precious way that infinite love experiences itself through individual consciousness. Rest now in this perfect love, knowing that you are completely safe, completely accepted, completely cherished exactly as you are. Tomorrow you will wake carrying this love in your heart, and your life will begin to reflect the truth that you are worthy of all good things, because you are made of love itself. In the depths of this transformative night, as your consciousness drifts between worlds, you reconnect with something that has been calling to you your entire life, your divine purpose, your unique reason for being here. your soul's mission that exists beyond any job title or role you play in the world. Your divine purpose is not something you need to find or create, it's something you need to remember. It was encoded into your very essence before you took your first breath, woven into the fabric of your soul, before you entered physical form. This purpose has been guiding you all along, even when you weren't conscious of it, even when you felt lost or confused about your direction. Every experience you've had, every challenge you've overcome, every joy you've celebrated has been preparing you to fulfill this purpose more completely. Nothing in your life has been wasted. Every seeming detour was actually part of the perfect path that led you to this moment of readiness to step more fully into your authentic mission. Your divine purpose is not necessarily something grandiose or publicly recognized. It might be as simple as being a source of unconditional love for your family, as quiet as offering comfort to those who are suffering, as everyday as bringing joy and authenticity to whatever work you do. The size of your purpose, as measured by worldly standards, is irrelevant. What matters is the love with which you fulfill it. Some people's purpose is expressed through healing, others through teaching, others through creating beauty, others through serving justice, others through simply being examples of what's possible when someone lives authentically. Your purpose is perfectly matched to your unique combination of gifts, experiences, and natural inclinations. Feel into your heart now and sense what has always brought you the deepest satisfaction. What activities make you lose track of time? What contributions feel most meaningful to you? These are clues to your divine purpose. Your purpose always aligns with what genuinely brings you joy, because joy is your soul's way of confirming that you're moving in the right direction. Your divine purpose is also deeply connected to your healing journey. Often, the wounds you've experienced and healed become the source of your greatest gifts to others. The challenges you've overcome give you wisdom and compassion that allow you to support others facing similar struggles. Your pain becomes purposeful when it's transformed into service. This doesn't mean you needed to suffer to fulfill your purpose, but it does mean that the universe wastes nothing. Every experience can be composted into wisdom. Every challenge can be alchemized into strength. Every wound can become a source of healing power for yourself and others. As you align more fully with your divine purpose, you'll find that the universe conspires to support you in ways that sometimes seem miraculous. Doors open that you didn't even know existed. People appear who have exactly the skills or connections you need. Resources flow to you from unexpected sources. This is what happens when you're in harmony with your soul's mission. Life itself begins to support your efforts. Your divine purpose is also intimately connected to your unique way of loving. Every person has a different signature frequency of love. Some express it through words, others through actions, others through creativity, others through presence. Your purpose always involves expressing your particular quality of love in a way that serves the healing and awakening of consciousness. When you're fulfilling your divine purpose, you don't feel like you're working hard to make things happen. Instead, you feel like you're allowing something to flow through you, like you're a channel for something greater than your individual personality. This doesn't mean there's no effort involved, but the effort feels aligned, natural, sustainable. Many people resist their divine purpose because they're afraid they're not qualified enough, not educated enough, not experienced enough. But qualification for your divine purpose doesn't come from external credentials. It comes from your willingness to serve, your commitment to love, your courage to be authentic even when it's uncomfortable. The universe doesn't call you to your purpose without also providing everything you need to fulfill it. Sometimes this provision comes in advance. Sometimes it comes step by step as you move forward in faith. But you can trust that if you feel called to something, the capacity to fulfill that calling exists within you, or will be developed as you need it. Your divine purpose is also evolutionary. It grows and deepens as you grow and deepen. What you're called to do at age 30 might be different from what you're called to do at age 50 or 70. Your purpose is a living thing that unfolds organically as you become more fully yourself. Tonight, as you rest in the knowledge of your divine purpose, feel any anxiety about your life direction melting away. You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need a detailed plan for the next decade. You simply need to stay connected to what feels most authentic and loving in this moment. and trust that each step will reveal the next step. Your divine purpose is not separate from your worthiness of all good things. It's intimately connected. When you're aligned with your purpose, abundance flows more easily because you're in harmony with the universe's desire to express itself through you. Your personal fulfillment and your service to others are not opposing forces. They're complementary aspects of the same divine flow. Feel your divine purpose awakening more fully within you now. Feel the excitement, the sense of rightness, the deep knowing that you came here for something meaningful. You are not an accident. You are not here just to survive or to get by. You are here to contribute something unique and precious to the grand tapestry of human experience. Your divine purpose is also your path to immortality, not in the sense of never dying, but in the sense of creating a positive impact that ripples through eternity. Every life you touch, every heart you heal, every mind you inspire continues to create positive effects long after you're gone. Tonight, dream of your purpose fulfilled, of your gifts fully expressed, of your love flowing freely into the world. Wake tomorrow with clearer vision of how you can align more fully with your soul's mission, knowing that as you do, all good things will flow to you naturally as support for your sacred work. Deep within your consciousness, beyond the layers of everyday thinking and routine awareness, lie dormant gifts and abilities that have been waiting for the right moment to awaken. Tonight, in this space of profound transformation, these gifts begin to stir, to remember themselves, to prepare for their emergence into your waking life. You came into this world carrying far more potential than you've yet expressed. Like seeds containing the blueprint for mighty trees, your consciousness holds templates for abilities, insights, and ways of being that can revolutionize not only your personal experience, but also your capacity to serve and contribute to the world around you. Some of these gifts are practical: enhanced intuition that guides you toward perfect decisions, natural magnetism that draws ideal opportunities and relationships, creative inspiration that flows through you like an unstoppable river. Others are more subtle: the ability to hold healing presence for others, to see potential where others see only problems, to remain centered in chaos and thus become a beacon of peace for all you encounter. Your dormant gifts are not random talents distributed by cosmic lottery. They are perfectly designed to support your divine purpose, to help you fulfill your soul's mission with grace and effectiveness. As your worthiness awakens, as your heart opens to receive all good things, these gifts naturally begin to activate because you're finally ready to use them with wisdom and love. Feel into your body now and sense the tingling of awakening potential. This is not imagination. This is your nervous system responding to new frequencies, your cellular structure preparing to support expanded capacities, your energy field recalibrating to broadcast the signature of your emerging gifts. One of the most profound gifts awakening within you is the ability to communicate directly with your subconscious mind, to give it clear instructions, to consciously participate in creating your reality, instead of being at the mercy of unconscious programming. This gift alone can transform every aspect of your life as you learn to align your conscious desires with your subconscious beliefs. Another gift stirring within you is the capacity for heart-centered knowing, a way of perceiving truth that bypasses mental analysis and goes straight to the essence of any situation. This gift will save you countless hours of overthinking and worry as you learn to trust the wisdom that flows through your open heart. Your natural healing presence is also awakening, not necessarily the ability to cure diseases, but the gift of creating space where others feel safe to heal themselves. Simply being in your presence will begin to have a calming, uplifting effect on others as you embody the frequency of someone who knows their worth and trusts in life's goodness. The gift of perfect timing is activating within you, the ability to sense when to act and when to wait, when to speak and when to listen, when to give and when to receive. This gift emerges naturally from your growing alignment with the flow of life, rather than the force of ego-driven action. Your capacity for effortless manifestation is also awakening. This doesn't mean you'll be able to materialize things out of thin air, but rather that you'll become increasingly skilled at aligning your energy with your desires, so that what you want begins to flow toward you through natural channels with surprising ease and speed. The gift of emotional alchemy is stirring within you. the ability to transform difficult emotions into wisdom, challenging experiences into growth opportunities, and even painful relationships into sources of deeper compassion and understanding. This gift will free you from being a victim of your emotional reactions and empower you to use every experience as fuel for your evolution. Your intuitive abilities are expanding beyond their current limitations. You may find yourself knowing things you have no logical way of knowing, sensing what others are feeling without being told, or receiving guidance about decisions before you've finished analyzing all the options. Trust these perceptions. They're gifts from your awakening consciousness. The gift of magnetic presence is developing within you, the quality that makes others naturally drawn to you, not because you're trying to be impressive, but because you're authentically yourself. As you embody your worthiness, as you radiate the energy of someone who knows they're loved and supported, others will be magnetically attracted to your peaceful confidence. Your capacity for creative solution finding is also awakening. Where others see impossible problems, you'll begin to see creative possibilities. Where others feel stuck, you'll sense new pathways forward. This gift emerges from your growing connection to the infinite intelligence that is always creating new possibilities. These gifts don't require years of training to develop. They require recognition, acceptance, and practice. They've been within you all along, waiting for you to believe in your own magnificence enough to allow them to express themselves. Some people are afraid of their gifts because they've been taught that it's arrogant to acknowledge special abilities or that they might misuse them. But gifts from Source always come with the wisdom to use them appropriately. Your awakening gifts are expressions of love seeking to serve life, and they naturally align with the highest good of all. As these gifts activate, you may find that your old life no longer fits you as comfortably. Relationships that were based on your smaller sense of self may need to evolve or complete. Work that doesn't utilize your gifts may begin to feel increasingly unsatisfying. This is not a problem. This is life making space for your expanded expression. Trust the process of your gifts' emergence. They will reveal themselves gradually, at exactly the pace that serves your highest good. Some may appear as sudden insights or abilities. Others may develop slowly as you practice and grow in confidence. Tonight, as you sleep, these gifts continue to awaken at the cellular level. Your DNA is literally restructuring to support new capacities. Your neural pathways are forming new connections that will allow expanded ways of perceiving and creating. Your energy field is preparing to broadcast the frequency of your emerging gifts. Wake tomorrow with excitement about discovering more about who you're becoming. Pay attention to moments when you feel unusually clear, intuitive, creative, or magnetically present. These are your gifts announcing themselves, asking for recognition and conscious development. You are not limited to who you've been. You are awakening to who you truly are, a magnificent being with gifts perfectly designed to serve your purpose and contribute to the healing of our world. As you rest in this sacred space between waking and sleeping, between who you have been and who you are becoming, allow yourself to feel genuine gratitude for the beautiful changes that are already in motion in your life, even though they may not yet be visible in physical form. This is not positive thinking or wishful hoping. This is quantum gratitude, appreciation for what exists in potential and is making its way into your experience. When you feel grateful for blessings that are still in the invisible realm, you create a powerful magnetic pull that draws them from possibility into reality. Feel genuine thankfulness for the new relationships that are already being orchestrated by the universe to support your growth and joy. Somewhere, the people who will become your dearest friends, your most inspiring collaborators, your most loving companions are being prepared to enter your life at exactly the right moment. Feel grateful for the perfect opportunities that are already aligning to match your expanding gifts and evolving purpose. The ideal ways for you to express your talents, to contribute meaningfully, to earn abundance while serving others, are already taking shape in the quantum field of possibility. Express appreciation for the healing that is already happening in your body, your emotions, your energy field. Every cell in your being is responding to the new information you've given it tonight. Old patterns of stress and limitation are dissolving, while new patterns of vitality and joy are being installed at the deepest levels of your biology. Feel thankful for the abundance that is already flowing toward you from multiple directions, some in ways you expect, others in forms that will surprise and delight you. The universe has infinite channels through which to bless you, and your open heart and worthy consciousness are attracting prosperity through pathways you haven't even imagined yet. This gratitude for future blessings is not based on fantasy. It's based on understanding how reality creation actually works. When you align your thoughts, emotions, and energy with what you desire, when you claim your worthiness to receive good things, when you open your heart to infinite possibility, you set forces in motion that must eventually produce corresponding results in your physical experience. Your gratitude tonight is also healing your relationship with time. Most people live in anxiety about the future or regret about the past, rarely experiencing the peace and power available in the present moment. But when you feel grateful for blessings that are already in motion, you bridge past, present, and future in a way that makes you available to miracles. Feel appreciation for your own courage in undertaking this journey of transformation. It takes bravery to question old beliefs, to claim worthiness when the world has taught you limitation, to open your heart when you've been hurt before. Honor yourself for your willingness to grow, to heal, to become more of who you truly are. Express gratitude for every experience that brought you to this moment of readiness, including the challenging ones, the painful ones, the ones you wish had never happened. Without these experiences, you wouldn't have developed the depth, the wisdom, the compassion that makes you capable of this level of transformation now. Feel thankful for your subconscious mind, this faithful friend that never stops working on your behalf, that accepts your new programming with complete trust, that will spend all night integrating these new patterns into your cellular memory and energy field. Your gratitude is also a form of prayer. Not asking for blessings, but acknowledging the blessings that are already yours. This acknowledgement creates a resonance that attracts more experiences worthy of gratitude. The universe responds to grateful hearts by providing more reasons to be grateful. Notice how gratitude feels different from wanting or needing. Wanting comes from a sense of lack, of something missing that you must acquire. Gratitude comes from a sense of fullness, of blessing already received or already on its way. This shift from wanting to appreciating changes your entire vibrational signature. Feel grateful for the mystery and magic of life itself. That consciousness can create matter, that thoughts can become things, that invisible forces are constantly working to support your highest good. You live in a miraculous universe where transformation is not only possible, but inevitable. When you align with the principles that govern conscious creation, express appreciation for your physical body, which has carried you faithfully through every moment of your life, and is now preparing to embody your transformed consciousness. Your body is not just a vessel for your spirit, it's an active participant in your evolution, changing its very structure to support your new way of being. Feel thankful for the perfect timing of everything in your life. What felt like delays were actually preparation periods. What seemed like detours were actually necessary parts of your path. Everything has happened exactly when it needed to happen to bring you to this moment of readiness for your next level of experience. Your gratitude tonight extends beyond your personal blessings to encompass appreciation for your role in the larger awakening happening on our planet. Your individual transformation contributes to the collective healing of humanity. Your willingness to claim your worthiness gives others permission to do the same. Feel grateful for the opportunity to be alive during this extraordinary time in human history, when consciousness is expanding rapidly, when ancient wisdom is merging with modern understanding, when more people than ever before are awakening to their true nature as creative, unlimited beings. As you drift deeper towards sleep, carried by this wave of authentic gratitude, know that your appreciation is not just a feeling, it's a creative force that continues to work while you rest, attracting more blessings, orchestrating more synchronicities, aligning more perfect circumstances for your joy and fulfillment. Your grateful heart is a magnet for miracles. Your appreciative consciousness is a beacon for abundance. Your thankful spirit is an invitation for life to surprise you with gifts beyond your current ability to imagine. Sleep now in perfect gratitude, knowing that you will wake tomorrow with even more reasons to be thankful, even more evidence of the universe's desire to bless you abundantly. Your energy has shifted, your worthiness is established, your good is already on its way. In this profound space of deep rest and cellular transformation, you are experiencing nothing less than a rebirth, not the physical birth that brought you into this world, but the spiritual birth that awakens you to who you truly are beyond all the conditioning, all the fears, all the limitations that once seemed so real and permanent. This rebirth is both gentle and revolutionary. Gentle because it happens through surrender and allowance rather than force and struggle. Revolutionary because it completely transforms your relationship with yourself, with others, with life itself. You are not just healing old wounds. You are discovering that beneath those wounds lies a being of unlimited potential who was never actually damaged by any experience. Your soul, your essential self, your connection to infinite consciousness is remembering its own magnificence. Like a flower that has been growing in darkness finally reaching sunlight, your true nature is beginning to unfold, to express itself, to reclaim its rightful place as the director of your human experience. This soul rebirth involves the dissolution of false identities you've carried, perhaps for decades. The identity of someone who is not quite good enough, who must earn love, who struggles with money, who feels separate from the flow of life. These false selves are gently dissolving in the light of your remembering. What emerges from this dissolution is not a new person, but the authentic person you have always been underneath all the programming. You are not becoming worthy. You are remembering that you were always worthy. You are not learning to love yourself. You are removing the barriers that kept you from recognizing the love that was always there. Feel this rebirth happening at the quantum level of your being. Every atom in your body is vibrating differently. Every cell is receiving new instructions. Every system is recalibrating to support the consciousness of someone who knows their divine nature, someone who expects good things, someone who receives abundance as naturally as they breathe. Your nervous system is being rewired to operate from trust rather than fear, from abundance consciousness rather than scarcity thinking, from love rather than defensive protection. This rewiring is not metaphorical. It's actual biological transformation happening in real time as you rest in this space of profound change. The soul that is being reborn tonight is not bound by your personal history. It doesn't carry the limitations imposed by your family background, your early experiences, your past mistakes, or your previous failures. This soul exists in eternal present moment awareness, where all possibilities are available, where your next choice matters more than all your previous choices combined. This rebirth includes a fundamental shift in how you relate to time itself. Instead of feeling burdened by the past or anxious about the future, you begin to live from the eternal now, where your creative power actually exists, where transformation is always possible, where miracles are the natural order rather than rare exceptions. Your reborn soul operates from what mystics call Christ consciousness, Buddha nature, or cosmic consciousness. Not religious concepts, but descriptions of the awakened awareness that recognizes its unity with all life, its inherent creativity, its capacity to love without condition, and to see the sacred in everything. This consciousness doesn't make you perfect in human terms. It makes you perfectly human, perfectly authentic, perfectly able to embrace both your divine nature and your human experience without conflict between them. You can be spiritual and practical, loving and boundaried, peaceful and passionate. The soul being reborn in you tonight carries gifts of perception that allow you to see through appearances to the truth underneath. You begin to see challenges as opportunities for growth, to see difficult people as teachers in disguise, to see setbacks as setups for comebacks, to see everything as ultimately serving your highest good. This rebirth also awakens your natural capacity for co-creation with the universe. Instead of feeling like you must make everything happen through personal effort, you begin to sense the intelligent flow of life and learn to align with it, to dance with it, to let it carry you toward experiences more beautiful than you could have planned. Your reborn soul remembers that you are not a separate individual, struggling alone in an indifferent universe. You are a unique expression of universal consciousness, temporarily focused through human form, but never actually separate from the infinite intelligence that creates and sustains all life. From this remembering comes profound peace, not the peace of having everything you want, but the peace of knowing that you are exactly where you need to be, experiencing exactly what serves your evolution, supported by forces beyond your ability to comprehend, but not beyond your capacity to trust. Your rebirth tonight also activates dormant memories of your soul's journey through many lifetimes, many dimensions of experience. You begin to sense that this current life is just one chapter in an eternal story of consciousness, exploring itself through infinite forms and experiences. This expanded perspective doesn't diminish the importance of your current life. It magnifies it. When you remember that you chose to be here, that you selected this particular set of circumstances and challenges because they serve your soul's growth, you can embrace everything with greater peace and purpose. The soul being reborn in you carries the wisdom of ages, the compassion of one who has suffered and healed, the power of one who has learned to transform any experience into evolutionary fuel. This wisdom, compassion, and power are not additions to who you are. They are revelations of who you have always been. Tonight, as this rebirth completes itself through the alchemy of conscious sleep, you shed old identities like a snake sheds its skin, not because there was anything wrong with them, but because you have outgrown them. What emerges is more beautiful, more authentic, more aligned with your true nature. Tomorrow you will wake as someone who has been reborn not through effort, but through grace, not through struggle, but through surrender, not through becoming someone new, but through remembering someone eternal. Your energy will have shifted so fundamentally that life itself will begin to respond to you differently. You are not who you were when this night began. You are who you have always been, beneath all the forgetting. Welcome to your rebirth. Welcome home to yourself. In this deepest layer of transformative sleep, as your conscious mind has stepped completely aside, and your subconscious mind has opened like a vast, receptive field, the most profound work of tonight's journey begins. The installation of entirely new operating programs that will govern how you think, feel, and experience reality from this moment forward. Your subconscious mind is like the most sophisticated computer ever created, capable of running millions of programs simultaneously, coordinating the incredible complexity of your biological functions, while also creating your subjective experience of life through the beliefs and patterns it holds as true. For most of your life, your subconscious has been running programs installed by others. Your parents, teachers, society, culture, religion, media. Many of these programs were installed when you were too young to question them, too trusting to resist them, too innocent to realize that they were just one perspective among many possible ways of seeing reality. Tonight, for perhaps the first time in your adult life, you are consciously participating in the installation of new programs. You are claiming your authority as the programmer of your own consciousness, the director of your own experience, the author of your own story about what's possible for you. The primary program being installed tonight is foundational. I am inherently worthy of all good things, and they flow to me naturally and easily. This program overwrites every previous program that suggested you had to earn worth, that good things were scarce, that you were somehow not enough exactly as you are. As this worthiness program installs itself at the deepest levels of your consciousness, it automatically begins upgrading every other aspect of your mental and emotional operating system. Your relationship with money shifts from scarcity to abundance consciousness. Your approach to relationships moves from neediness to magnetic attraction. Your career orientation transforms from survival to purposeful expression. Another crucial program being installed is, I trust life completely and know that everything serves my highest good. This program replaces old software that interpreted challenges as threats, setbacks as evidence of unworthiness, difficult people as enemies. Your new program allows you to see every experience as ultimately supportive of your growth and evolution. The program, I am guided by infinite intelligence and always know what to do, is overriding old patterns of confusion, indecision, and self-doubt. This new software connects you to your intuitive wisdom, to the guidance that flows through your heart, to the knowing that emerges when you quiet the mental chatter and listen to deeper intelligence. I radiate love and attract loving experiences is another powerful program installing itself tonight. This overwrites old programming that expected rejection, that feared intimacy, that believed love was dangerous, or that you had to dim your light to be accepted by others. Your new program, I Am Naturally Creative and Innovative, is replacing old software that insisted you weren't artistic, weren't imaginative, weren't capable of original thought. This new program reconnects you to the creative force that flows through all consciousness, the same intelligence that creates galaxies and grows forests. The program, My Body is Self-Healing and Radiantly Healthy, is upgrading your relationship with your physical form. Instead of expecting decline, anticipating problems, or feeling betrayed by your body, this new software creates partnership between your consciousness and your biology, allowing them to work together for optimal health and vitality. I Attract Abundance Through Joy and Service is installing as your new relationship with prosperity. This program recognizes that the universe is infinitely abundant and seeks channels through which to express abundance. By following your joy and serving others, you become a natural conduit for prosperity. Another essential program being installed is I Forgive Easily and Release the Past Completely. This software automatically clears old resentments, dissolves grudges, and frees up tremendous energy that was locked in historical grievances. Your new program understands that forgiveness is not about other people, it's about your own freedom. The program, I Am Exactly Where I Need to Be and Everything is Unfolding Perfectly, is replacing old software that constantly judged your progress, compared your timeline to others, and created anxiety about whether you were falling behind or missing opportunities. I Speak and Live My Truth with Love and Courage is upgrading your relationship with authentic self-expression. This new program empowers you to honor your own values, to communicate your needs clearly, to set healthy boundaries, and to shine your light without apology. Your new program, I See the Divine in Everyone and Everything, is transforming how you perceive the world around you. Instead of focusing on what's wrong, what's missing, what needs to be fixed, this software highlights the beauty, the potential, the sacred dimension of ordinary experience. These programs are not installing as rigid rules or forced behaviors. They're installing as natural preferences, automatic responses, intuitive ways of being that feel authentic and effortless. You won't have to remember to think differently. You'll simply find yourself thinking from these new paradigms automatically. The installation process happens through the unique technology of sleep consciousness, where your brain waves slow to delta frequencies, and your subconscious becomes extraordinarily receptive to new information. In these delta states, changes that might take months of conscious effort can happen in hours of surrendered sleep. Your cellular memory is also being updated with these new programs. Every cell in your body contains consciousness and responds to the beliefs held in your subconscious mind. As your mental software upgrades, your biological hardware automatically adjusts to support your new way of being. The beautiful aspect of this installation process is that it happens through grace rather than effort, through allowance rather than force, through love rather than self-improvement pressure. You're not trying to become someone better. You're allowing yourself to remember someone magnificent who was always there. These new programs will continue installing and integrating for days, weeks, even months after tonight. Each time you sleep, the installation deepens. Each time you consciously choose thoughts and actions aligned with these new programs, you strengthen their influence in your life. Tomorrow you will wake running new software, seeing through new lenses, operating from new assumptions about what's possible for you. Your energy will have shifted so fundamentally that reality itself will begin responding to you differently, confirming the truth of these new programs through direct experience. As you rest in the deepest layers of transformative sleep, nestled in the warm embrace of divine love and infinite possibility, you are planting a seed tonight that will bloom into tomorrow's reality. And not just tomorrow, but every day that follows, creating a cascade of beautiful experiences that flow from this moment of profound inner change. This seed is not made of matter, but of consciousness itself, pure intention crystallized into focused creative power, clear vision aligned with elevated emotion, unwavering faith combined with complete surrender. This seed contains the entire blueprint of your transformed life, compressed into this single moment of quantum possibility. The seed you plant tonight carries the genetic code of worthiness, not earned worthiness, not conditional worthiness, but inherent, unshakable divine worthiness that can never be taken away because it was never given by external sources. This worthiness is not based on your accomplishments, your appearance, your intelligence, or your behavior. It is based on the simple, profound fact that you exist. Within this seed of worthiness grows every good thing you have ever desired. Love that recognizes and celebrates your authentic self. Abundance that flows through you as naturally as water flows through a clear channel. Purpose that feels like coming home to yourself. Health that radiates from cells singing with vitality. Peace that passes all understanding because it comes from knowing who you truly are. The soil in which you plant this seed is your subconscious mind, now perfectly prepared through tonight's journey to receive and nurture new growth. This soil has been cleared of old weeds of limitation, enriched with the compost of released resistance, watered with the tears of healing, and blessed with the sunshine of unconditional love. In this sacred soil, your seed of transformation will find everything it needs to grow, not just survive, but thrive beyond your current ability to imagine. The same intelligence that knows how to grow an oak tree from an acorn, that knows how to create a human being from a single cell, knows exactly how to grow your dreams into reality. You don't need to monitor this growth, to dig up the seed to check its progress, to worry whether it's developing properly. Your only job is to continue nurturing the soil of your consciousness with thoughts of worthiness, feelings of gratitude, actions aligned with your highest vision of yourself. The seed you plant tonight is designed to grow regardless of external weather conditions. It will flourish through storms of challenge, through droughts of apparent delay, through winters of seeming setback. This seed carries its own source of life, its own connection to infinite supply, its own timing that synchronizes perfectly with the seasons of your soul's evolution. As this seed grows, it will attract everything needed for its full expression. The right people to support your journey, the perfect opportunities to express your gifts, the ideal circumstances to demonstrate your transformed consciousness. You will not need to search desperately for these elements. They will naturally gravitate toward the magnetic field created by your growing authenticity. The fruits of this seed will nourish not only you, but everyone whose life you touch. Your transformation creates ripples that extend far beyond your personal experience, inspiring others to remember their own worthiness, giving them permission to plant their own seeds of transformation, contributing to the healing and awakening of human consciousness itself. The seed contains encoded within it the perfect timing for each stage of its manifestation. Some aspects of your transformation will appear quickly. Shifts in your inner experience, changes in how you feel about yourself, new responses from people who sense your altered energy. Other aspects will unfold gradually, building momentum over time as your new consciousness becomes fully embodied. Trust the timing. Seeds don't bloom on demand, they bloom when conditions are optimal for their fullest expression. The delays you may experience are not evidence that the process isn't working. They're evidence that infinite intelligence is orchestrating circumstances for maximum beauty, maximum impact, maximum joy in the final flowering. This seed of tomorrow is planted in today's surrender. Every time you let go of need to control how and when your transformation appears, every time you release attachment to specific outcomes while maintaining faith in the perfection of the process, you're creating more space for the seed to expand into its full potential. The seed you plant tonight also contains the frequency of miracles, not as rare exceptions to natural law, but as natural expressions of consciousness aligned with its source. As this seed grows, you'll find yourself in the right place at the right time with increasing frequency, meeting exactly the right people, receiving exactly the right information, discovering exactly the right opportunities. What others might call coincidences, you'll recognize as confirmations that you're living from your true nature. What others might label as good luck, you'll understand as the natural result of worthiness consciousness, attracting worthy experiences. What others might see as impossible, you'll experience as inevitable expressions of infinite possibility, working through finite form. The most beautiful aspect of the seed you plant tonight is that it's designed to replicate itself. As your worthiness blooms into visible transformation, others will want to know what changed, how you shifted, what you discovered. Your living example becomes a seed in their consciousness, inspiring them to remember their own unlimited nature. In this way, the seed you plant tonight is not just personal, it's planetary. Every person who remembers their worthiness, who claims their divine nature, who opens to receive all good things, contributes to the critical mass of awakened consciousness that will transform life on Earth for all beings. Feel the anticipation of this seed stirring within you even now. Feel its eagerness to grow, to express, to demonstrate the truth of what you've claimed about yourself tonight. This seed has been waiting lifetimes for this moment of planting, this quality of soil, this perfect readiness in your consciousness. As you drift into the deepest levels of sleep, carry with you the excitement of a gardener who has just planted their most precious seed in the most fertile soil during the most perfect season. You know with absolute certainty that something beautiful is about to emerge. The seed is planted, the soil is prepared, the conditions are perfect, the timing is divine. All that remains is the natural, effortless process of growth, guided by the same intelligence that creates spring after winter, dawn after darkness, transformation after surrender. Tomorrow begins today. Your new life starts tonight. The seed of infinite possibility has been planted in the garden of your consciousness, blessed by love, watered by faith, illuminated by the light of your own divine nature. Sleep now in perfect trust, knowing that while you rest, your seed of transformation grows in the darkness, preparing to surprise you with the beauty of its emergence into the light of your conscious experience. What you have planted tonight will bloom beyond your wildest dreams. As the first light of dawn approaches, as your consciousness begins its gentle journey back toward waking awareness, you are no longer the same person who began this transformative night. Something fundamental has shifted in the very core of your being. Your frequency, your vibration, your energetic signature has been permanently altered. This is not a temporary change that will fade with the morning light. This is a quantum shift that has restructured your cellular memory, rewired your neural pathways, and recalibrated your electromagnetic field. You have crossed a threshold from which there is no return, because you can never unknow what you now know about your own worthiness. The frequency you now carry is that of someone who expects good things, who feels worthy of love, who trusts in life's benevolence. This new frequency broadcasts automatically from every cell in your body, sending a clear signal to the quantum field about what you're ready to receive, what experiences you're magnetically aligned with, what reality you're now qualified to inhabit. People will notice something different about you, even before they can articulate what it is. There will be a new quality to your presence, more peaceful, more confident, more magnetic. You won't be trying to project worthiness. You'll simply be embodying it as your natural state of being. The old frequency of struggle, of not enoughness, of having to earn your place in the world has been transmuted into the new frequency of flow, of abundance, of belonging. Where you once approached life with the energy of someone hoping for good things, you now approach it with the energy of someone expecting them. This shift in frequency affects everything: how you speak, how you move, how you make decisions, how you relate to challenges, how you receive compliments, how you set boundaries, how you pursue opportunities. It's not that you've learned new behaviors, it's that new behaviors naturally emerge from your transformed consciousness. Your new frequency is like a tuning fork that brings everything around you into greater harmony. Chaotic situations become more peaceful in your presence. Confused people gain clarity when they're near you. Stressed environments become more relaxed when you enter them. You become a living blessing, raising the vibration of everything you touch. The relationships in your life will either evolve to match your new frequency, or naturally complete themselves to make space for connections that resonate with who you've become. This is not rejection or abandonment. This is energetic alignment, the natural law that attracts expressing itself through your human relationships. New people will begin appearing in your life as if by magic. People who see and appreciate your worth, who celebrate your gifts, who support your growth, who offer opportunities for mutual joy and expansion. These are not coincidences. These are your new frequency attracting experiences that match your elevated consciousness. Your relationship with money and material abundance will shift as your frequency adjusts. The old frequency of scarcity, of having to struggle for prosperity, of feeling guilty about wanting nice things has been replaced by the frequency of abundance consciousness. knowing that the universe wants you to prosper, that your success serves others, that you deserve to live beautifully. Opportunities for abundance will begin appearing through channels you hadn't previously considered. Your new frequency makes you attractive to people who can help you, situations that can serve you, resources that can support your dreams. You become a magnet for serendipity, synchronicity, and blessed surprises. Your creative expression will take on new depth and power as you operate from this elevated frequency. Whether you express creativity through art, through problem solving, through relationships, or through your chosen work, there will be a new authenticity, a new confidence, a new willingness to let your light shine without apology. The frequency of worthiness also activates your natural healing abilities, not necessarily to heal others, though that may emerge, but certainly to maintain your own physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. Your body responds to worthiness consciousness by functioning more optimally, aging more gracefully, recovering more quickly from stress or illness. Your new frequency makes you naturally more intuitive, more sensitive to the subtle communications from your soul, more able to distinguish between fear-based thoughts and love-based guidance. You'll find yourself making better decisions more easily because you're now aligned with the wisdom of your heart. This frequency shift also affects your relationship with time. Instead of feeling rushed or behind or like you're running out of time, you'll experience the grace of divine timing, knowing that everything unfolds exactly when it should, that you're exactly where you need to be, that your life is progressing perfectly even when you can't see the bigger picture. The new frequency you carry is also deeply peaceful. Not the peace of having everything you want, but the peace of knowing that you're supported, guided, loved unconditionally by the creative force of existence itself. This peace becomes your foundation, your center, your home base regardless of external circumstances. As you prepare to wake and begin your first day embodying this new frequency, know that you carry within you a gift for the world. Your worthiness consciousness, your elevated vibration, your authentic presence is exactly what our planet needs right now. You are not just transforming your own life, you're contributing to the transformation of all life. Your new frequency is a beacon of possibility for others who are still struggling with feelings of unworthiness, who haven't yet remembered their own magnificence, who need to see living proof that transformation is possible. You become a way shower simply by being authentically yourself. The frequency you now carry connects you to a global network of awakened consciousness, millions of people around the world who have also remembered their worthiness, who are also living from love instead of fear, who are also contributing to the healing of our collective human experience. You are no longer vibrating in isolation. You are part of a harmonic convergence of awakened beings whose combined frequency is literally changing the world. Your personal transformation is simultaneously a planetary service. Wake now in your new frequency, ready to experience life as someone who knows their worth, expects good things, and receives abundance as naturally as breathing. Your energy has shifted overnight. Your life will never be the same, and that is exactly as it should be. Welcome to your new reality. Welcome to your transformed life. Welcome home to yourself.